Right. Greetings and welcome. Welcome to the mat. Welcome to this time to connect to your body, to your body mind, to all the parts. First, let's have an easy seat. So, get yourself a lift here. Any kind of support in a seat. Take any movements you need to be, excuse me, in relative ease and stillness in your seat. Really allow yourself to wiggle and fidget a little bit, but with awareness, with receiving that impulse as communication from the body. Hey, body, good morning. Okay, yeah, little wiggles, little adjustments. So right away, your body knows that you're listening. They hear you. And as you are able to drop into relative stillness, and feel your feet on the earth, your sits bones on the earth. And by that, I mean whatever's beneath you, whatever's supporting you, all of it, essentially made of things of this earth. Sense into the earth herself, to what holds and supports you. Remember how your body is indeed made of all these things of earth, all the nourishment, all that you consume. Maybe all of that in all of us is made of stardust. We bring our awareness out as well and feel the breath. Imagine, if you will, that breath just drawing in from the vast, expansive, infinite space, sky, pouring into you, becoming breath and life force for this body. And as you breathe this breath, if you will, remember yourself, child of earth and child of the universe, undefinable, ever-changing, dancing in this illusory, ephemeral embodiment to play, to experiment with what it is to be alive in this time. Remember, if you will, each breath as a blessing, a gift, a unique opportunity to begin again. And let us begin our practice today with intention. What is our highest intention? Is it to awaken to our interconnectedness, our oneness, to expand our loving heart, to express creatively, to flow with life, to be in service to all beings, to stay curious, to find ease and joy in the mystery of the contractions of being human that can so often feel like suffering. May we create a space in which these contractions or points of pain or challenge might arise, a wide open space. So these challenges we don't become identified with so much. They don't hurt so much. As you breathe, if you will, drawing that breath in, imagine a great spaciousness coming into your heart. a great spaciousness throughout your body. Again, as a matter of fact, remember that all of our cells are more space than stuff. Our whole being, more space than anything else. So as we drop into the body today, invoking that remembrance of our spacious nature, let's play with that a bit, if you will. Bring the hands to the heart and let the hands rest softly together. So really just the fingertips and the outside of the palms are touching. There's a circle of space around the inner palms between the fingers. This is called Anjali Mudra, to reflect the space of the heart, to hold that gentle and powerful flame of our heart's light. Now, if you will, let's imagine expanding that space, expanding that light. Follow your next inhale to slowly part the hands. So at first you still feel their warmth and almost like they're still connected. And this could be more, of course, than one inhale as we move slowly here. Just imagine expanding. Maybe you can still feel the energy between your hands, maybe the actual heat, slowly expanding the hands wide across the chest. Slowly expanding your wings out, elbows reaching, and slowly continuing to expand. So if you can imagine that space of the heart, the space of your energy, your life force just shining out until the arms come very wide, full expanse of your wings. And turn the palms up. And if you will, next inhale, reaching the arms up like you're just gathering up the sky, gathering up the stars, gathering up space itself, and gently bringing the hands back together again in that Anjali Mudra, that gentle way that keeps space between the hands. And imagine drawing that space down through your mind. And that spacious mind that loves to get contracted and focus on things and store them. Thank you, brain. And check out the space in the heart. Check out the space that the breath can bring to into our brain, into our mental body, our thinking, our feelings. Pause here as long as you like. And again, breathe your intention open to your expansive I am. So often we focus on our intentions and ways that will heal us as individuals. And that's great. That's wonderful. I am at ease. I am powerful. I am successful. That and why? For what purpose? So I can love more fully. So I can awaken to the reality. So I can be of service. What is it? What do we ultimately want as the great guiding intention, not just of this moment, this moon cycle, but this life? And let's continue in this way, imagining into this as you gather up, open wings wide, and then again slowly gather up sky and space, coming back to that gentle Anjali. Go in a way that feels meditative for you. Not about repetitions or anything, but meditation, drawing your heart wide, remembering your ability to be courageous, living with full heart, open, unconditional, loving awareness, leading the way through life, non judgmental awareness being our home, where we return to. Even as we hear and contend with the stories of the mind, may we continue to open to our innately spacious nature. And slowly moving with your breath, gathering up that space, and take your time. We'll make our way back down to the heart. And just pause there. Really take your time getting back to the heart. drawing spaciousness through the mind down into the heart and resting into spacious awareness. Maybe just imagining it if it's not quite tangible to you yet. And feel your embodiment, the warmth of the heat of your body, the places where your body connects to itself, to earth, the sense of the sky, and the breath on your body, in your body. And so may our practice today serve us to feel our bodies fully, to receive all the senses of our warmth, our breath, the sounds around us, the vibrations of thought that come from within us, noticing what we see outwardly and inwardly. And where are these things contracted in ways that might cause unnecessary pain or suffering? Where can we welcome in a little more space? We'll play with that in our practice today. So, if you will, connecting consciously to the vibration of the universe, to the Om that always is, and the three parts of that Om, the Ah that drops the jaw, the O that turns into an Oo from the belly, up into third eye center where it turns into the the NG with the lips slightly parted. So we look to create this loop with a sound needle through our body to clear away any grunties or knots, any stuck places. Again, inviting that remembrance of ourselves, expansive, vibrational being, embodied, dancing with the universes inside of us. Exhale and empty out. Inhale your heart's yes, if you will. Join me, and I'm just going to do one Om. You do as many as you like. It's just a little funny on the Zoom. Let's float the hands down. And take time again, moving slowly. Try to stay in that sense of really sensing what your body's doing as it moves through space and as the space moves inside of you. So nice and slow today, but that doesn't necessarily mean easy. As you know, often it'll make it more challenging. So let's come up, well, onto our backs first. So come to lie on your back and hug your knees in. And give a little rock into the back body. Breathe your back body. Breathe your connection to earth in the back of your heart. It is a practice to bring awareness into the back body, the back of the heart, the back of the head, to invite more spaciousness. As sometimes we get so contracted by what's just right in front of us, what we can see, and what the ego mind might feel like it can control. So, breath awareness into the back body. And let's hug into the legs and curl in. And slowly we'll unwind. Let's bring the feet to the earth underneath the knees and the elbows alongside of you. Elbows bent, palms face one another. Press into the elbows, squeeze the shoulders on the back, lift the chin, press into the center back of the head. Follow your inhale and root into the heels. You could squeeze the glutes a bit there and lift your hips, lower back, middle back, upper back. And now we want a beneficial contraction of the back body. So a strong press into earth, a strong squeeze of shoulders, of glutes, and open front body. That's your inhale there. And as you exhale, let's ripple back down. Feeling the slow and comforting, maybe, connection of your body to the earth. And then rock the hips and lift back up. Big opening, opening, opening to the spaciousness available in the front body. And exhaling, rippling back down to a sense of being held, grounded, supported there. Play with a rock of the pelvis to lead you up and down. Get a little more fluidity in the low back. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart and try to keep the chin lifted, chest wide, shoulders on the back. And one more time, we're going to come up into our bridge. And this time, please interlace the hands behind you. Hook your thumbs or hold onto a strap or something as needed. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Keep the chin lifted. Squeeze your glutes. Lift the hips. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Lift your chest. Keep the chin lifted again. And how much space, breathful space, can you get in the front body here? Keep anchoring that center back of the head and reach the knees out of it. Tilt the tailbone to reach the tailbone out through the knees. Keep your chin lifting. Big breaths. One more big breath here. You could sigh it out or om it out as you like. And gently release your hands, roll on down. And let's just take a moment to just kind of wash out here, as you might have got some beneficial tension in the glutes helping lift the hips. Let's just step the feet together and rock a bit side to side so you get a little massage through your glutes there. You could stretch the arms up overhead as you do this and get more side body length. And then let's roll on over to your right side, or the side that faces the screen for you. And come on up onto your bottom hand. Let the hand be a little forward of the shoulder there and extend the legs out. You can step the bottom leg out and step the top foot just in front of that bottom thigh. So at first, the front top shoulder, bottom shoulder, the front one, that one here, it's going to shrug it up towards the ears. So you're really getting some space there in the intercostals and the ribs and space between the ribs on that side. You can add to that by pressing your left forearm or the opposite forearm into that top bent knee. Use that press and slowly rotate towards the earth, feeling the wrap. Maybe your lats, maybe top of the psoas. Again, those intercostals just getting some sensation awakening there, and breathe into that, inviting more space. And then let's roll around looking behind you. Maybe feel a little more back lats, back intercostals. And a few more breaths here. Rolling in and out, feeling wherever it's tightest for you. Again, that shoulder can really shrug up here to help elongate that side. Another breath cycle or so. And then we're going to come back to center and scoop that shoulder blade down so you really plug it in and the chest lifts up bright. And the top foot is going to stand in front of that middle of the bottom thigh. We're going to turn all the toes pointing in the direction you're facing. Press in, we're going to bring the left hand to that right thigh, or sorry, that would be left hand, left thigh, and push into the thigh as you push into the feet and rise up. Press into the inseam of that leg and push it away from you as you spiral face chest towards the earth. You can let that bottom hip drop down. Keep the shoulder plugged in. So we're getting some space in the outer hip, the upper back, the rotation in the spine. And next inhale, push into your feet and lift that top hip to the sky and reach that top arm forward. Lots of space in the outer hip and side body there. Inhale, and as you exhale, flow that top hand back down. Press into the thigh, spiral towards the earth, dropping the hip down, pull the navel back. Follow your breath, pushing into the feet, lifting up, reaching from hip through the fingers, really from that bottom foot through the fingers. And as you exhale, come on back down. If you need to, rest on the earth. Otherwise, let's just go one more set. Stretch it out. And then push into your feet and walk into child's pose. Options, down dog or child's pose. So I'm just feeling the back body for a moment. You could bicycle out or just press your hips back and rest. Relax the neck and soften the mouth and follow the breath through the body. Where can you make more space just with breathful awareness? And if you're in down dog, maybe slowly roll forward a bit, bend the knees, come down with control and stretch back for a pause in child's pose. And stay with that as you like, or inhale there and stretch it out. And exhale, lift from the navel, roll on up, and we're going to go to second side. So roll on over to your second side. Bottom leg extends out, top foot stands in front of that bottom thigh. And then really shrug that top front shoulder, bottom hand. Let that shoulder shrug up, getting a lot of length in the side body there. And then that top elbow compress into the thigh. Keep the shoulder really raised up, stretching that side body. Push into the top thigh, and again slowly play with it as you like, finding some space in your breather. And feel whatever you're holding, whatever shows up as discomfort throughout your practice or all of life, as in things in this spacious awareness. So, whatever you're holding, whatever contractions of thought or feeling or sensation arise, sense them. Notice how the awareness wants to contract to these sort of senses, and see if you can breathe some space, staying connected to whatever's there, feeling what needs to be felt, but also inviting space into that perception and experience. Please stay with that as you like, or roll that shoulder blade down the back. Feel how the chest lifts, you get nice and tall there. And then again, we're going to have all toes pointed in the direction you're looking. That top foot standing about mid-thigh in front of it, of course, not on it. That would make the next part tricky. Keep the shoulder blade scooped down. Push into your feet and the leg and lift on up. Bring the hands to the upper inner thigh, the inseam, and rotate down. Dip that hip down. Exhale the breath out there, pulling the navel back. And then inhale, push into your feet, lift that top hip up and stretch that top arm forward, active foot, active hip, pulling back as the fingers reach away. And follow your exhale to come back down, press into the thigh, spiral looking down, dip the hip down, keep that shoulder plugged in, follow your inhale to push into your feet and lift up. Stretch long as you can through that side body and let your breath lead. We'll go 2 or 3 more, depending on your pace. But really, it's about the space and not the repetitions. And take your time. Maybe you're doing one more. Maybe the next time you reach up and over, you land the hands and pull the hips back. Bicycle it out in down dog or rest in child's pose. As you bicycle it out in down dog and wag your tail, you could come off of that wrist that was just working a little bit and always just pulse the up onto the fingertips there or shake out or whatever's needed. Breathful body, long spine, soft neck. And let's slowly begin to bend the knees, and you could wag your tail wide side to side so the hands get light and draw the hands back. Let's bend the knees deeply and wrap the arms around the legs. You could hold the elbows behind the legs or bring the hands between the calves and cross the wrists there and hold on to the opposite shin. Bend the knees deeply, rest on the chest on the thighs. Breathe your back body. Try to relax the neck. Notice you might be holding it and thinking. See about breathing some space into the neck. And follow any inhale to slowly press into the feet. Keep the neck relaxed and bow in more deeply. Straightening the legs as much as is breathful. Bending them as much as is needed to get even more breathful. And just playing with inviting space into the legs, into the back body. Hug your feet to the earth. Make the legs really strong. And let the arms just drip out down to the floor. Lift your arches. Lift your kneecaps. Lift your quadriceps. Lift your navel. Strong legs, strong core. One vertebra at a time. Heavy head, heavy arms. Root down as you stack up. Take your time coming up. At the top, open wide and gather up. And center in. A couple more again. Exhaling to earth and then open wide. Gathering up the sky, gathering up space. And exhaling, centering it into your heart. Throughout the body, anywhere it's needed. And again, if there's any contractions or challenges in your body, mind, in your life, just imagine drawing this space right into those situations, those experiences. And then next time you bring hands to the heart, of course, fix your fashion as needed. But when you're ready, we'll pause at heart. A little too much space in my pants today. I'll push into the palms, lift the heart. See if you can feel your heartbeat and that gentle space between your hands, holding your heart's light. Exhale the breath out, and as you inhale, let's blossom that heart open wide and step wide, 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 wide. And let's turn the heels in and the toes out for this one. Next, inhale, we'll reach the arms up to the sky. And then exhale as you bring the hands down to center. You can begin to bend into the knees. And then we're going to bring the hands out to the sides and press the thighs wide as you sink low. You can inhale and come back up with the arms reaching back to sky, drawing the sky down, slowly sink back into your seat. Again, imagine drawing spaciousness here into the center, out through the legs and back up to sky, gathering up and sinking in. If the legs feel warm and you'd rather have more of a challenge here, you could just stay in the seat for a few more breaths as we do this. My legs want a little more warm up here, so I'm going to keep moving. We'll listen into the body. Nothing to prove here, no challenges. Although I like to talk about gold stars, sorry, no gold stars. Just listening to the body, welcoming space. Sink in. Stay there this time if you will, and open back up. And let's come to the side. So we're going to bring the right elbow down and inhale that left arm across, breathing space into that left side waist. And exhale, lift from the arches, pelvic floor into navel. And other side, inhale, reach. We'll switch sides, exhaling, lifting up strong and inhaling side to side, just dancing in space here, welcoming that space into the body. And if at any time your legs are burning so much and you want to quit, see if instead you can just lighten it up. So you could come up as the arms come through center and come down into the pose. Pulsing, swirling in space, inviting space into the body. Indeed, we're sharing the same breath, the same energy with all that moves, all things, the same energy that moves the cosmos, moving through us. Next time you flow over to the right side, let's pivot up on that back foot and interlace the hands on the front thigh. We'll bring some awareness again into the back body. You could step shorter if you need to here. Front knee is bent deep right over the ankle. Push into that front thigh and pull the navel back. Pull the low ribs back, round the spine, curl chin into chest, and breathe your back body. Keep pressing out through that back heel. Back body breath. Hollow out front body. Round and puff out back body. One more breath. And then hug in, rise up, hands to hips. Push the hips down and unfurl your spine, opening up. Notice if you're leaning forward at all and pull the ribs back, shoulders, ears back. Stretch out through the back heel. Stay there or flow the arms up. Reach to the sky, go wiggle up out of the waist there. Deep full breaths here. Staying here. Or again, reaching the arms up. I'll turn to face the camera. You can make like you're grabbing the hold of the sky and just pull it down like you're pulling down weights. Get lots of muscular energy in the arms and pull that sky, that space all the way through your body. Inhaling, reaching up and just washing yourself in spaciousness. Couple more. Last time. As you come down, with this last one, let's clasp the hands behind you, drop the back heel down, lift the heart. Find any breathful edge of back bend there, opening front body again. Big full breaths into any of those areas of sensation, challenge, contraction. Yes, I am. I'm at ease here. I'm spacious. I'm open to our connection, to our oneness. Stay as you like, or exhale, bow into yourself, to the earth, propelling from the outside, the back foot forward. You could rest on the thigh or drop in, squeeze the hold of the hands up overhead towards the earth, relax the neck. And you could stay here in what we sometimes call humble warrior, diving in. Or at any point, release the hands down inside that front leg and soften the jaw. You could come to the forearms if you like, lizard lunge, any little movements here. And as inspired, come up onto the hands and again turn heels in and toes out. And we'll just play with that space we're making here for a moment. So you could just bend one knee, make sure middle knee, middle toes point the same way, bend the other knee. And just a little shuttle side to side. You can let the head go here, heavy head, soft neck, and just kind of flow side to side. And let's make our way to center, heels in, toes out, seat low, and open up. Back to your Devyasana, holding still, pulsing in and out, or inhale side, exhale, inhale other side. Exhale as the transitions, lifting from arches, pelvic floor, dancing, dancing, dancing. All kinds of things could happen. And the next time that you flow to your left side, pivot that back heel up, reach that back arm up and over, second side. Interlace the hands on the thigh above the knee, push into the thigh. You could land the back heel, you could step in closer to be more stable so that you can really press into that thigh, pull the navel back, pull the low ribs back. Puff up your back body, cave in the heart, and look in towards the cave of your heart. Breathe all the very exciting space that awakens here. Notice sensation, contraction, softening, warming, opening. Again, really push into that thigh, puff up the back body, last huge breath into the back there, and then walk the hands up the front leg and unfurl the upper body, opening the heart. Hands can come to hips, square the hips up, front knee right over the ankle, press hips down and lift and lengthen up out of the waist. Keep that strength in the feet, hugging of the inner thighs, that strong support for the freedom, the spaciousness. And inhale when you're ready, arms up. You could hook or clasp here and just pull and breathe here. Or again, inhale, reach for the sky. Imagine grabbing a hold of some spaciousness there and pull down like you're pulling down weight, strong arms, lots of muscular engagement, and pull that sky down through your body, all the way down and back through the back foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, active. Few more. Take your time next time you come down. Let's clasp the hands. Maybe hold the non-habitual clasp and pull on your hold. Squeeze the shoulders on the back. Hug the legs together. Lift your navel and find any breathful edge of back bend. Breathe wide across the wings of your heart, opening your heart, welcoming the sky into your heart center. Welcoming the sky into any areas of challenge in your body, mind, or your life. Staying upright or keep squeezing those inner thighs. Push into the ball of the front foot. Pull that hip back. Root into the outside of the back foot. Lift the arch and reach your heart from there. Surging forward, dive in. Let the clasp of the hands come up overhead and towards the earth as much as you can. Relax the neck. And again, breathe your back body or wherever sensations are rising most, resistance or contraction. Imagine the breath just like a wash. And please stay with that as you like. Or flow the hands or forearms down inside the front leg as you like. Pivot up on the ball, the back foot. Back heel could come up. You could be on the hands or on the forearms. Letting go breath. Soft mouth. Soft tongue, soft eyes, just welcoming breathful spaciousness into any areas that are contracting in habit or in resistance. And stay there as you like, or again, walk inside the leg, heels in, toes out. You could do the same thing as last time and just let the spine be long and the neck relax and kind of sway and bend and straighten side to side there. If you'd like to go deeper, you could sink the seat lower, come all the way to one side and pull the opposite toes up. You could even reach that arm up and over. Side lunges. And you play again, dancing with the sky with your arms. You can keep the hands off of the earth, and this makes the whole thing more of a dance just on the feet there. What feels good for you today in this moment? Where is there enough ease to stay breathful, enough challenge to really awaken your fullness, your aliveness? Let yourself be fully present with the experience. And please take your time, play with that as you like. Maybe the next time you walk to your front foot, step back, plank pose, and pull back, down dog. Inhale and stretch your dog back. And exhale, lift from the navel, ripple forward into plank. Inhale, strong core and spine in plank. Shift forward. Pull the elbows and shoulders straight down. Try to keep that alignment. Come all the way down to the earth. Point into your toes. Make your snake's tail nice and strong. Hands under shoulders. You can take a moment to just roll the head and the shoulders around there with a little pull on the hands. A little press into the legs. And stay with that fluidity if you like. You can roll one shoulder and then the others to get a little sway in your spine. Keep pressing into the legs, make them strong, and roll on up into Cobra. Hold Cobra or feel free to pulse in and out of it. And of course, that could still be with the sway and the shoulder roll, or just really pull elbows and shoulders back and breathe heart open, wide as the sky. Following the exhale to reach forward and drape on down. Rest your forehead a moment and let's interlace the hands on the sacrum. Push your sacrum down. If you can't interlace, just press the palms into the sacrum. Root that big bone down. Press into the pubic bone. Press, press, press so strong. Maybe other stuff gets light, like the legs, like the chest, and comes up. Keep pressing down and maybe pull the hands up and back towards where the ceiling and wall meet. Back of the neck long. And breathe here. Let's bend the left knee. Bring the right forearm across the front. So you're going to reach the left hand back with the palm open to the side, thumb up, and reach for that ankle or over the top of the foot. Right forearm is across the front of the mat, elbow just forward of the shoulder, and then we're going to square the chest up. If you can, turn the fingers around, same direction as the toes, and face forward. Push into the foot as you push the foot back into the hands. So we're going to use some isometrics here to create space. So press, resist, press, resist. Use that bottom arm to drag the heart forward, and the foot and the hand are press resisting into one another. You might feel a little shaking begin to happen there, and then at any point release the resistance and just work your foot towards your seat. Stay with that as you like, or you could hold the foot or the ankle and kick the foot up like a little laying down dancer. Release that once you're done. You could rest the forehead. Give your knee a little roll around, your hips a little swing, shake out there. And then left elbow forward of the shoulder, forearm across the front of the mat. Pull in that forearm, scoop the shoulder blade down, drag your heart forward, push into pubic bone and sacrum and bend that right knee or your second side. Again, reach back for ankle or foot, and again, square the chest. Activate, press into earth, lengthen the spine. Pause there, or maybe can spin the fingers around, same direction as the toes. Of course, if you can't reach any of this, use a strap and just play with pulling and pressing. Play with finding breathfulness in whatever edge of discovery there is for you. Otherwise, here in the isometrics, if you can, fingers turned around, foot and hand press, resist. Breathful, press, resist. And then release the resistance and just draw that foot in close. Stay with that as you like, or again, push into hand, holding the foot or the ankle, and press in and lift that leg up. Keep the sacrum pushing down, the navel lifting, so we don't compress, undo, in an undue pressure sort of way into the low back. And when you're done, release. Circle that knee out, give your hips a little shake out. All right, and strong hands. Pull back on the earth, open cobra. Lengthen out, lower down. Let's extend the left arm out to the side, palm down, going for a little more space here. Press into the right fingers, elbow bent, and roll. Step the right foot behind the left knee. So we're going to open the front of that chest, front of that left shoulder. You could stay there, or you could use that top forearm to push into low back, make some space in the front of the shoulder. Or you can reach down for that top ankle or foot. And if you can, kick it back towards the bottom hand. Keep lifting the chest. Ears in line with shoulders as much as you can. Head rested on the earth or pillow, whatever you need there. Mouth soft. Breath full. Please stay there as you like. If you've got hold of that top ankle or foot, maybe see about slowly drawing the knees back together so you get a nice tractioning of that top neck, shoulder, jaw connection. Stay with that as you like. When you're complete there, roll back out to your belly. You could take a pause on the forehead, press into that left or extended arm, and roll the shoulder out. This gets a nice rush of fluids. And then both hands under the shoulders. Inhale, open cobra. Drag the heart forward, lower down, and right arm out to the side. Second side. Push into those left fingers and step the left foot behind the right knee. Rest your head. Work that top shoulder on the back, either with the fingers there or the back of that forearm on the low back, working the shoulder back. Lift the heart. Ears in line with shoulders. Really have a rest for the head. And soft mouth. If you did on the other side, maybe reach down for that bottom ankle or foot and kick it on back towards the bottom hand. And big breaths. Breathing. Spacious awareness into the areas of contraction or resistance. Breathing your yes, I am here, your intention. And please stay as you are. Once again, if you've got hold of that ankle or foot, maybe slowly, slowly draw the knees back together, anchoring that top knee towards the bottom one. Pause at any point and just breathe that spaciousness into the jaw, neck, shoulder connection. Stay with that as you like, or slowly roll on back to your belly. You can release that foot. Press into the right hand or extended arm hand. Roll the shoulder around. Hands under shoulders, open chest. Drag the heart forward. Lengthen out, lower down part way. You can either come to locust here and just lift everything up, or bend the knees, open the arms out to the sides again, palms out, thumbs up, so the shoulders roll open onto the back and not forward. Hold if you can the inner ankles, otherwise anywhere you can grab, and then really tilt the pelvis again. Push into that pubic bone and sacrum super strong like we did before. Keep that anchor and kick the feet back. Lift the navel and shine your heart forward, deep full breaths. And you could hold the pose. You could pulse in and out of it. You could sing a song in it, sigh some spacious breath through it, whatever feels good for you. We've got about 5 or 6 more breaths here. And Take your time. When you're done, unwind, rest your head. You might turn the head to one side. Give your hips a little wiggle out. Maybe take a big inhale and push your belly into the earth. And receive that back. Stay with that. Rotate. Head to the other side. Long spine. Big inhale, belly breath. Press into the earth. And staying with that. And take your time when you're ready. We're going to go toes under, hands under shoulders. Lift the thighs, the knees. If you need to, you can use the knees. Put them back down. Otherwise, legs are lifted, feet are on the earth, toes under. Hands are under the shoulders. Lift the elbows and shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, lift from the navel. Press on up, plank. Inhale. As you exhale, pull up and back. Downward dog. If you need to, please be on all fours. We're going to do a last little standing flow here before we come to the earth. Inhale. Grow right leg up and back. Pull it up and back to the sky. Bend the knee. Flex the foot and hip circles as inspired. Just drawing big circles with that knee. Big breathful circles, of course. As inspired, switch directions. And then inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, foot forward between the hands. So, yogi's choice here. Let's begin with the knee down. And you could keep the knee down, press into the hips, lengthen the spine, and lift, lift, lift up out of the waist to any edge of back bend here. Arms back, arms up, or you could do it up high. Squeeze to center, tilt the pelvis, lengthen tailbone, lift up. Any of those variation of the arms, just looking for all that space that you've made in heart, in hips. Breathe your yes. I am. Your personal yes, your ego yes, it's just fine too. Breathing that, we need that in this world. And then also your spiritual yes, your open heart yes, your expansive, highest intention for your life. Inhale as you exhale, any exhale, you're going to slowly shift forward. Bring the weight into the front foot, pull the back foot up into the core and bend the knee. We're going for Nataraj or dancer pose. So you could hold that back foot, one or both legs, and stretch up. One or both hands. It's tricky with both legs while standing on one foot. When you're done, release. Shake it out. Let everything go fluid there and exhale down. And inhale, gather. And exhale, center. Hands to heart. Breathe your heart's yes, I am. Lift it up to the sky and open wide, bowing in. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, folding. Inhale, back body. Exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, plank. Inhale, strong core, long spine and plank. You could just move back to down dog or slow and steady through a mindful vinyasa. At any point, down dog or all fours, grow your left leg or your second side to the sky. Reach that leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot. Keep the shoulders square and big, hip circles. Breathful hip circles. Check out your standing foot and ankle. Make sure that foot is strong and the ankle is straight. As inspired, switch directions. When you're ready, grow that left leg back to the sky and exhale, curl in, bring the foot forward. Again, you might start with the back knee down, come into that press on the front thigh, pull navel back, ribs back, hands could come to hips, push the hips down, lift and lengthen up out of the waist, shoulders on the back. And find any edge of your crescent pose here, Anjali, the mother of the wind. Hanuman's mama, that's this pose. Stay with that if you did on the other side, the upright version. Back knee up, squeeze, squeeze. And again, you want to lengthen tailbones. You tilt the pelvis, back knee can bend, and find your space. Your breathful space, wherever that is. And keep that anchor into the body, inner thighs, strong core. What holds you to be able to open to so much space? The breath, the spine, the remembrance of your earth body. Please stay as you like, or follow any exhale to begin to lift up. Shift forward. Float that back foot up and reach with one or both hands for the back ankle or foot, finding your dancer or nataraj, the cosmic dancer. Feeling yourself rooted on the earth in the standing leg and open to all of space, great mystery, divine with the rest of you. And take your time when you're ready. Come on out and back down to earth. Step wide-ish, outer hip width. Feel free to wiggle and dance it down in Malasana, yogic squat. Press the thighs wide. Lift your heart. Feel your feet. Feel if your feet are equally active and ankles straight and strong here. Tailbone long, spine long. And jaw soft. Breathful body. Earth body. Bright and expansive with the remembering of your spacious, infinite sky self. Please stay with that as you like, or slowly come back down to the earth. If you just let your body get heavy there, come down. Excuse me. And we'll roll onto the back. And again, take a little massage into your back body. Hugging the knees in. A little rock side to side. And then as you like, we're going to come into a twist. So if you want to, you could spiral the legs, eagle legs, or just keep the knees stacked, legs bent or straight, however you go. Roll onto one side. Take one or both legs with you, the top or both legs with you, and push that top hip down and lengthen that top arm up. Get the side body as long as you can, and then flow that top arm open. Roll your head onto the ear, looking towards that top hand, palm up, shoulder down, and breathe your twist. Extend that exhale. Inhale just rushes in even more fully then. Balancing that energy of welcoming the grounding, maintaining the aliveness. And please stay here as you like, or slowly come on back to center and let's cross that top ankle over the bottom thigh. Pick up the bottom thigh, flex the top toe strongly so the ankle is straight and strong, and interlace the hands behind the bottom thigh. Pull it back towards you as you use your elbow to ease the top thigh away. Active toes, strong ankle, soft jaw. Deep full breaths. Please stay with this as you like. You could add some core to this. Or you could extend the bottom leg up and take a little adventure, walking up that leg, curling into it as you draw it towards you, maybe towards overhead. Plow variation and breathe, the back body stretch. And please stay as you like or slowly unwind. Squeeze the legs together, roll on back down. Hug the knees in, a little rock here, neutralizing the spine. Big breath into the back body. When you're ready, second side. Again, maybe spiraling the legs, eagle legs, or just bringing the bent knees, straight legs, or top leg over to the side. Lots of options there. Just play with it. What kind of twist feels good? Roll to that side. Shift the top hip down. Stretch that top arm up. Get your side body long, 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 whatever twist you're in. And then flow that top arm open. Roll the head as far as you can onto that ear. Scoop the shoulder blade down and breathe your twist. Rinse water breaths, big inhales, wash, and exhales, wringing out. Last breath or two here. Of course, always listening to your body. It could come out sooner or later. And whenever you're ready, you'll come out crossing that top ankle over the bottom thigh. You can always pause there with the sacrum on the earth first, get things situated, and when you're ready, pick it up. Interlace behind the bottom thigh, pull it back. Use the top elbow to ease that thigh away and really actively flex the toes back. Straight, strong ankle, protecting the knee. And big breaths in the nose if you can, and out the mouth. You could just play with those opposite actions there, or rock and roll this around. Keep the mouth soft and that top ankle and knee as squared as you can. Stay in play as you are. Maybe interlace the hands and add some core, pulling that bottom leg in, sacrum shoulders up. If you did on the other side, extend that top leg up, bottom leg, excuse me, and walk up over the top leg, curling that now upper leg, although the lower one, behind you or overhead, towards you, whatever you could get there, without forcing. Breathfulness. Stay as you like, or slowly unwind the legs. Slowly unwind the body. And then when you're ready, happy baby, holding over the tops of the ankles or tops of the feet. Ease the thighs wide and give a little rock. Side to side, massaging again into the spine, breathing, opening in the hips. We do a lot of big back bends, so if there's any uncomfort or discomfort in there, one thing you might do is really articulate the cues of happy baby. So pull the knees down. At the same time, push the heels back to the sky, so an opposite action, and then try to get your sacrum down, the whole sacrum on the earth, and work the lumbar curve up at the same time. Knees down, heels up, sacrum down, lumbar curve up. Soft jaw. Stay with that. You could wiggle it, you could rock it, you could play with leg extensions if you like, or just those isometrics or opposite actions to create a nice release in the lower back. Breathful body, soft mouth, and listen in here with spacious awareness. Is there anything else that wants to be seen, heard, felt? Any other movements or shapes that are desired before final resting? And you are welcome to rock and roll up to a meditative seat, or just roll over to one side to a meditative seat, or just unwind into any final resting shape. Please listen in what is right for you right now. Sense your body on the earth, the points of contact between your body and earth. Give a little press down into those points of contact and inhale and squeeze the muscles to bones. And then exhale, melt everything. If there's any residual tension or busyness, again, press down into all points of contact. Inhale and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze muscles to bones. Gather up and exaggerate any tension or busyness. Inhale, maybe a little extra sip, and exhale, melt. Melt, sigh it out. Let go. Melt. If you're sitting up, of course, there's going to be some activation around the core and spinal supporting muscles. Besides that, wherever you're at, invite the muscles and bones to be heavy, soft, relaxed. Really allow yourself to be held and embraced by this earth planet. Feel your lotus seat or your lotus bed, that blossoming flower of this experience of consciousness, embodied, all the petals, all the layers of being unfolded in our practices. May we remember this state of unfolding, of openness, at ease, in our courage, in our grace, in our open-heartedness. Even in relative ease with our challenges, with our contractions, as we hold them more spaciously, without identifying, without fighting them, just being with what is, with spacious awareness. Notice as perceptions arise, the tendency for awareness to contract. Focus on that perception. And thank you. Sometimes we need that focus. Thank you, body mind. Thank you, awareness. And see if you can invite that expansive awareness that can hold all of it, be present with whatever's there without needing to do anything about it at this moment, without storing or identifying, just noticing things rising, melting away again into a spacious field of awareness. I encourage you to stay resting in your final resting shape or meditation as long as you're able. If you've been in one, maybe you move slowly to the other. See if you can keep the sense of spacious awareness wherever you're at, wherever the breath inspires you to next. If you are ready to transition or complete your practice, see about letting the breath lead the way. So first noticing the breath. Notice what happens as you bring your attention to the breath, how it naturally responds. So it is with all things. And then gently inviting the breath to expand even more until the breath leads you to whatever movements or shapes are next. Again, maybe you pause there for a little while. Maybe your practice for today is complete. May it be that this completion, this energy of spaciousness, hopefully some ease and joy and aliveness come with you into whatever's next, knowing that this spaciousness is always there and waiting to just be melted into. May your practice serve to benefit yourself on all layers of being. May it overflow and be of benefit and blessing to those around you. May all beings benefit. May all beings be joyous and free. Exhale and empty, if you will, with me, vibrating out one great Om. The light in me sees and honors that light in you. Namaste. Have a wonderful whatever's next for you. Drink lots of water. Thank you. Let me know if there's any questions or comments, always, or requests.